152, I think. And on this episode, only one half of the Wrecking 2 is here tonight. That would be the reliable Lou Ciccio. I won't even mention the other guy's name because Mark Smith doesn't deserve to be recognized. Important stuff. Well, me and the doctor are going to be talking about, I don't know, like 4th of July music, 4th of July stuff. Independence Day, since we'll be off next week. I think we're going to have some interesting facts, some interesting stuff, interesting conversation. The professor is the doctor, whatever we call him. He's always on, so sit back and enjoy the 4th of July episode. Boom.
The KOFB studio presents Milk Crates and Turntables, a music discussion podcast hosted by Scott McLean. Now, let's talk music. Enjoy the show.
Welcome to the podcast. You know the name. I'm not going to say it. We're streaming live right now over YouTube, Twitch, Twitter, whatever it is, Facebook. You've heard it for 152 episodes now. And I'm not even going to take the time and work this up because we got a big show. I don't have to introduce him, but I will. It's What's up, buddy?
Hey, man, how you doing?
Scott? I look forward to that every episode.
It gets better every time. It's almost Wolfman-like this time.
Yeah. There's no two are the same. No two are the same. Well, our friend, the what did they say in Harry Potter? The name that shall not be spoken.
Right. He who shall remain nameless.
That shows you how much I watched Harry Potter.
I never saw one.
My wife is she is like a fanatic. They would go. Well, first of all, I think I'm always down there. I think, yeah. Her and her friend, her sister, and ex-sister-in-law, they're still friends. It's complicated. Not really. They would get in line. They'd sit early, like at IMAX, and like get there like 2 hours before with the bags. And they were like kids for these movies, evidently. You know, they love that shit.
That's cool. You gotta enjoy things.
Absolutely. Absolutely. You know what I enjoy? I enjoy this podcast.
I do too.
Oh, here we go. Well, so look at this.
So that's great. What happened.
This is fucking great.
It's been a day.
Last week, my brother Colin McLean, associate producer of the show, he came on fire, and he was going after, of all of us, Schmitty. Like he was kind of throwing some rag at him, you know, calling him a normie, and you know, and afterwards I was like, what during the show what the fuck? What did and he's like, I know. So now he comes on. This is fucking rare that this guy apologizes to anybody. He apologizes to Smitty, to Mark Smith. Smitty's not here.
He's not here to receive the apology.
He's not here. Yeah, he's not here. The one time he does an apology, and the dude's not here.
That's perfect. Mark is a great guy.
Mark's a great guy. He's a great guy. Yeah.
He's seeing a friend.
See, I defend you guys. See? See? I battle.
I guess you have to. I guess you have to.
I don't want you leaving the show.
I defend you guys. So that means we're being attacked somewhere.
That's my military background. No, that's actually my Boston background.
Right.
Stick up for your friends.
That's right.
Patty Ossie.
Fight for your friends.
Fight for you. There we go. Did a lot of that too.
Me too.
Some unnecessary fights at that. Patty Ossie, hello. Yep,
hey,
it's coming up 4th of July next week. We won't be here. Allison, Lundy, thank you for tuning in as usual. So yeah, Lou and I are going to do just 4th of July related stuff. You know, 4th of July bleh. The fuck. Did I say thank you, Amanda, for that wonderful introduction and welcome back, my friends, to the show that never ends? Did I say all that? I don't think so.
I don't think you did.
I've been slipping lately.
You didn't last time either, right?
No.
You didn't thank her at all. No, yeah.
I'm distracted.
I hear you. You're busy.
I'm busy.
Things. I hear you. Got a lot of things going on.
I'm starting my own nonprofit called One Man, One Mic Foundation. And I'm going to be working with veterans and first responders, PTSD and TBI, traumatic brain injury, and doing a podcasting thing with them. And it's about halfway there to launch. We're halfway to launch, and I think it's going to be successful. And Milk Crates and Turntables will be nowhere near that foundation. There will be no connection.
We're going to become a for-profit one?
Yeah, I wish we got 30,000 downloads. Okay, it's not in the big picture. It's that some get that one episode, but we never promote this thing. That's what I love about it.
I put things, my Facebook page, it's all gratuitous. People don't follow things. I've done the live stream. No,
no,
it's good. It's because they're your friends. That's why.
No,
if your friends really come to see your band play.
Exactly, right? Yeah. And friends are, I love your podcast, but they're not listening to it, right? And that's not anyone's fault. That's the way this world is, this scrolling world where we used to have a regular attention span. Facebook has, and we're all guilty of it. I'm not pointing a finger at anybody. It's trained us to be short attention span theater. Yeah. It just really has. People won't stop on Facebook. If they watch something. So that was one of the things I learned when I started podcasting. I do all my research and I'm thinking, I'm looking in live streams. If you get somebody to watch for I think they said a minute, that's a win.
Yeah.
Just think of that, right? 1 minute that people will stop and watch what you're doing. And then they're off again. Scroll away. Except for people
unless it's something that piques your interest,
Yeah.
On Music Relish, we don't get a lot of comments, but every once in a while, you'll get somebody will go off on something in a good way. But the comments are rare, which means people, like you said, they're skipping, they're flipping around.
Yeah.
They might be saying, "Hey, I'll come back to this," or "I will never come back."
In comments, it's only fans, really fans comment.
Scott. Yeah. I'm sorry. Does that include intros? Because we all do an intro to a show. Does that minute include
No, it's the
song
live
that you
stream.
play?
Well, live stream starts when it's live, right? Mm-hmm. So if somebody scrolls along and not everybody's tuning in at the same time at 7:00 Eastern time to start the Milk Crates and Turntables live stream, right?
In the beginning.
So somebody during this 2 hours that we're going to do scrolls along and they stop. It could be in the middle of a conversation and then they hear,
dinner's ready.
Yeah. Or they hear something that interests them, and they're like, okay, and then they'll listen, and then they're just wired to scroll again. Scroll. Very few will stay all the way. Look at Patty Yossi, Dave Phillips. We have some hardcore people that will watch the entire live stream.
But they're also older, so they still have their attention spans intact.
Their attention span is intact. That's right.
Yeah. And it's kind of funny. What you were mentioning about the whole social media. I joined reluctantly, and when I did, I'm like, but then I got to the point where it's too much, So now it's just hit and run, a comment here, a comment there. But the
oh, you are a quiet shit stirrer. Do not try to fool me, my friend. You are
it's hit and run. But then I have to go back to work, or I'm done with my lunch or something.
You like to poke the bear too. You like to see your reactions.
I do. It's funny where I live. We're all preaching to this almost the same choir here.
Yeah.
When everyone thinks the same.
I got you.
But where's the diversity in that?
There isn't. No. The beautiful Tiffany Van Halen. She is a beautiful girl. Welcome to the live stream.
It's a rare
I love
appearance.
Tiffany. She's a great kid. Yeah. One of my compadres at Herd Foundation. And yeah. So yeah, that's it. It's short attention span theater. People just don't really, when they come on to social media, it's like, what's next? What's next? What's next? You know?
Yeah.
And it's designed that way.
And a lot of it's self-centric. The majority of it is self-centric in a lot of ways.
Absolutely.
Instagram in particular.
Yeah.
It's just, you know.
But you know what isn't self-centric?
Me and more me.
45 polka. Yeah,
We're,
buddy.
we're playing that as a duo.
No. We're gonna get Mark. We did it for you. We're gonna do it for Mark.
So we have. How about why doesn't Allison be Mark's proxy?
Allison is Mark's proxy.
Also for Colin's apology. She can accept the apology from Mark.
Allison, do you accept my brother's apology to Mark? We can wait for that answer. Allison, my brother, he was playing a little rough with your little brother last week. He played rough, and you know, of course, Mark being Mark, it rolled off his back like a water drop on rubber. And so my brother apologized. So Allison, she says okay, she accepts the apology. Yeah. And she will be his proxy in 45 polka. So here we go. Let's start with Lou, as usual. Let me get this over here. So Lou, you know what I forgot to do? I kind of like this little added thing that I do in the back. I trained Mark well.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, I like the little music in the background.
Well, a little background music.
Yeah. I got some lounge music on tonight.
Nothing too distracting.
No, just some little beats in the background. I kind of like that touch. All right, here you go, Lou. We're going to start you off with, I just feel, something doesn't feel right here tonight. Like, my setup just feels a little, like, you know, like how you would hear when Howard Stern was good. Allison says, but I'm a stoner. My memory is...
That's funny.
Good girl, Allison. Good girl.
Good
You're a good
Allison.
girl.
I like honesty in people.
Yeah. Oh, I turned it off. Look I'm all fucked up tonight. What's going on?
It's like sitting behind someone else's drum kit. You're like, this doesn't feel right. I need to adjust this.
Come on. Did I just kill this? What the fuck did I do? What happened here?
This is all live.
Yeah, it's all. Let's see. Come on, don't do this. Here we go. Okay.
What happened?
I don't know.
What is happening?
I don't know. I think I touched it's one of those touch sensitive buttons to turn it on and off. And I just didn't have I've been very distracted lately.
I hear you.
So I'm not 100% on my game, but I'm getting back. All right, here you go. Far Out Records, Lou.
Far Out. Is that one by John Denver?
Grunt Records.
Oh, this could be a Jefferson Airplane.
So it's got a Far Out. Look at that.
I like that.
Yeah, I like that too. Right. That would be a good T-shirt.
Groovy.
That would be a pretty good T-shirt.
That'd be a great T-shirt.
Right.
How often do you hear Far Out?
You don't.
No.
You don't.
I hear right on.
Have like
right
that
on
Grunt logo right in the middle of it. Right. That would be a pretty cool T-shirt. Look at my eye.
There you go. Put it up. Yeah. Put it up. Put the third eyeball in the middle of that logo. It kind of fits the Far Out.
Like
motif.
the Joe Rogan Experience. You know what? These were Patty Yossi's, and I smell incense on them.
Patchouli.
Patchouli.
Was her nickname Patty Patchouli?
I smell patchouli. Yeah, it's amazing how these boxes hold the odor.
Yeah, right.
All right, yeah, you're right. It's Jefferson Airplane.
The airplane.
Good one, buddy. Good one.
Lay it on.
Miracles.
One of my favorite songs.
Oh, you know what? That's actually not.
I won.
Well, you just might have with that one. That's not just my favorite Jefferson anything song. That's one of my favorite songs. Period.
Yeah,
like that would be that might be in my top 100 if I had 100. And so you say a top 100, but 100 songs out of the thousands, tens of thousands that we've known.
It's got to mean something.
It's got to mean something, and this would definitely be in there.
Now, were they airplane or was it Jefferson?
It was
Starship?
Starship. This was Starship.
Jefferson Starship.
That's why I said Jefferson anything. So it's Jefferson Starship.
Yeah, not the Starship.
Not the Starship. Yeah. All right, this is going to be a tough one.
Jefferson, how apropos for the 4th of July.
Yeah, there you go. Good correlation there, buddy.
I'm working.
All right, here we go. Ooh.
Is this you or Mark? Is this you or Mark?
This is me.
War. Nice.
Why can't we be friends?
Nice.
Ooh. That's it. All right.
That was a good hit.
It's a tough one. Tough competition already. All right, Allison. This is yours, Allison. Put down the joint. Or the pipe, whatever one you're smoking right now.
Love your pipe.
Yeah. This is for you, Allison. It's from Atlantic Records.
Okay.
So there's a good chance it's a disco song, maybe. I don't know.
Zeppelin.
Where is the Love? Roberta Flack. Wow. 3 good ones right off the bat. That was a hit too.
Now, was that with Donny Hathaway too?
That is with Roberta Flack, Donny Hathaway. Yep. All right, Lou. There you go.
Where is the love?
Where is the love?
Good song.
Yep. All right, here we go. The Sound of Young America, Avco Records. Womp, 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 womp. Let me see, Lou. Avco Records. I don't know.
One of Orlando and Dawn.
Nope. The Stylistics.
Okay.
You make me feel brand new.
Good one.
'Cause God gave me to you. You make me feel brand new. Is that the right version?
My love.
Is that you make me feel? Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. It's got that sitar kind of guitar in it.
Yeah.
Great sound.
All right. This is winding up to be a tough competition.
Philly soul there. Yeah.
Let me see. All right. I didn't want to take this one, but I did. For some reason, something told me don't take it. So I went against my better judgment. And I come up with, I shouldn't have taken it. What the fuck?
Gambled and lost.
Oh no, okay. I mean, this could be equivalent. It's from the Sound of Philadelphia, right? Sound of Philadelphia. The 3 Degrees. This was a minor hit. When will I see you again? When will I see you again? Sweet, sweet love, when will I see you again? My sweet love, when will I see you
Precious
again?
moments.
Yeah.
All right. 1974, I think.
All right, let me see. Would it say it on the sheet? It should, right?
Should. Copyright.
I don't have all my
we can read
lights on, so. Let me see. 1973 CBS.
73, okay.
Yeah, 73. Right. All right, Allison, here you go. Welcome to the game. You know what? Actually, what we might should start doing is instead of the 3 of us, like we'll bring somebody from the audience in on it.
Yeah.
Like we'll do 4.
Yeah.
Right?
I like that.
Shake things up a little bit.
Yeah, man. Good idea.
Shake it up a little bit. So
give them a reason to be invested in the show.
Exactly.
That's how you suck them in. That's how you
so next time we do this, remind me that Patty will play. Allison got this week.
Okay.
And Patty the fall, because we won't be here next week. We'll get Patty in on it. And then, however, we'll just, and maybe those 2 will go back and forth. Who knows?
Do you think it's possible to get Perry to play?
He has to be on.
He's a hit and run kind of guy.
I know. Yeah, he's in the short attention span theater.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Well, he watched us long enough, me and Jack, to tell you guys about it.
Exactly.
So, all right, here you go, Allison.
I was a Johnny Come Lately.
Let me see. From RSO Records.
Okay. Bee Gees.
Cow, right? The cow.
Was that a cow?
Is that a bull? Is it a bull?
I don't know.
I think it's a bull, right? With the horns.
Okay.
Or is it a cow? Cows don't have horns. So.
It's a pretty dumb logo when you think about it.
Right? What were they thinking?
It's
got a collar with like a dog tag around it. I don't know.
Must have been
it actually looks like a dinosaur. Like
like a hippo. Or like a hippo, maybe.
Yeah. I don't know.
The Stegosaurus.
Sadly, my comments get to you too late to be apropos.
You know why?
There's a delay.
Because I had the delay. If she's on a phone, you got to go to that bottom line and go to the right and then back to the left, and that'll make your comments active. Remember my comments were so late?
Yeah. So Allison, if you're going to comment, if you wanted to comment fast, what Lou says is...
take your finger on the bottom where the little time indicator goes. Go all the way to the right, and then slide it all the way to the left, and you'll be in real life.
It jumps right in.
It jumps
into
right
real
in.
time.
Yep.
Other than that, it's like a 10-second delay or something before it posts, maybe. I don't know.
It's more than that.
Is it?
It can be minutes. That's what you and Jack were laughing at me.
That's right.
Now
That's
look at me. I'm on your show.
Dude, that was one of the funnious things. You were commenting on
getting
something
pissed
that
off.
we had already moved on.
Like, fuck these guys. They're making fun of me.
That was a great introduction. Yvonne Elliman. I don't know why I keep hanging on, or Love Me. I think it's I don't know why I keep hanging on, but it's not as good as the other two, so that doesn't really matter. All right, Lou. This is what's gonna make or break us right here. Let's see. There he is, King of the 45s, Dave Phillips. Welcome to the podcast. Here we go. All right, Lou. From 20th Century Records. Oh, this one hurts, buddy. This one just hurt you. Yeah. 20th Century Records, right?
Oh, okay.
This one, yeah. You're not winning with this one. I want to do something freaky to you. Leon Haywood. I want to do something freaky to you.
Leon
It's a disco
Haywood.
song. Or I know what love is. Not I want to know what love is. See, Foreigner stole the song from Leon. They just added wanna. I want to know what love is. Leon just said, I know what love is. I don't want to know. I know.
They didn't have the nerve to do the freaky song. What was it? What was the first one? Let me do something freaky to you.
I want to do something freaky to you.
I'm gonna pick that one just because of the title. Not that because it doesn't really matter.
Doesn't really matter. But
Yeah.
I could get a piece of garbage too.
You better.
Let's see. All right, let's go with this one right here. It's red. It's from Grand Funk. Some
Okay.
Kind of Wonderful.
Nice.
Cost 99 cents. There you go. And that's the winner right there.
Probably.
Well,
Yeah.
unless she pulls out a freaking ace in the hole. Let me see.
Yeah, like Wichita lineman or something.
Yeah. From Atlantic Records. Oh, Jesus. I hate this fucking song. I don't know why people love it. I never liked this song. Clarence Carter, Patches.
Yeah.
Patches was a boy. Right? Some fucking
Papa was a
depressing.
great old man.
Yeah.
I can see him with a shovel in his hand.
Yeah. Some wrist slicing music. Yeah. All right. Well, I win. Lou comes in second. Allison. Womp, womp, womp,
Proxy for
womp.
Mark.
Yep. We'll blame Mark's going to blame you. It won't be his fault. It's your fault, Allison. There you go.
Leon Haywood's song came out in 1975.
Why did it say 73 on the, or was that another song?
The cover is pretty funny. Okay.
I don't know.
I'll listen to it later. We might have to have a re-ruling if it's that great a song.
Oh, no. All judgments are
No.
final. Yeah, Dave Phillips. I depend on you, son. Talking about Patches. We're talking about Patches.
Patches.
All right, you know what I'm going to do? I kind of went outside the box today. I'm going to do this day in music, but for the 4th of July.
Yeah.
So I went ahead of time, and I pulled up the 4th of July, and all this stuff happened in music on the 4th. This isn't a year in review. This is just the
Random
day
years.
in music, right? This day in music. So on this day in 1995, on the 4th of July, 1995, Foo Fighters released their self-titled debut album. At first, it was a solo project of Dave Grohl's, written and recorded entirely by him. While Grohl never had grand plans for the recordings, they were a cathartic practice for a musician following the death of Cobain. Foo Fighters was released to a broad critical acclaim. Yeah.
Remember the first single? I can't think of the name. The title. Like, it's the Big Head or something.
It's the Mentos commercial.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, wait, no, that wasn't it. Was it?
Yeah.
It was a pop song.
Yeah.
Okay.
I hear this music in the background, so I can't think of it.
Right,
But
yeah.
they do that Mentos, like that commercial. It's the
Right.
big something, yeah.
Okay. But that was all him.
Yeah, that was all.
Yeah.
But the band members, by the time the video was done, the band, like Pat Smears was in there. Yeah. So on July 4th, 2003, it was a sad day, very sad day. Barry White died on July 4th, 2003. How old was he when he passed away?
49.
No, he wasn't that young.
He was older.
58.
I was just in his 50s. Okay.
He was only 58.
Yeah. How did he die?
How did he die? Let me see. I don't think it says. Yeah, but Love Unlimited Orchestra, and he had a good career.
He did.
For a big man with that straight ass hair.
Now, I got a question. There was always this joke line going around. It was always, "Baby, take off your panties." There was like a gag line or something. That was supposed to be Barry White, but it became attached to him. So, and it's probably something he never said.
I'm sure it's something.
Well, I remember something. This is like pre-internet. Something going around making like people use that. I'd hear people say that. I'm like,
what do they call that? It's not. It's a syndrome, or it's.
It's like the Dr. Lecter thing where he says "Hello, Clarice" when he never did.
He never said that, and like Humphrey Bogart never said "Play it again, Sham."
Right.
Never said that stuff, but history shows the people think that's how it was said, or Cary Grant, whatever.
Julie.
Yeah, he never really said that, but you know what happened?
He said jewelry.
You know what happened though? Comedians in the 70s, when TV was at its peak, right at that time, they would come on stage and they would do these acts. So remember the whole thing, pork chops and applesauce, right?
Right.
Peter Brady did that, imitating Humphrey Bogart, and it just became a thing.
It was Peter Brady?
That was Peter Brady that said that.
It came
during
from
the
Brady
Brady
Bunch.
Pork chops and applesauce.
Do you remember when he joined the Blossoms?
No.
It was Jan. It was a member of the Blossoms. It was like Boy Scouts, Girl Scouts, and he joined the Blossoms and actually became a Blossom.
Who were the Blossoms?
It was like the Brady Bunch's version of the Girl Scouts. I think Cindy or Jan.
Oh, on the show.
Yeah, it's on the show. So he was like, I don't want to be like whoever the Boy Scout version was. He wanted to become a Blossom, and he did.
Yeah.
I think he became. He wanted to become Blossom of the Month. Even he was in a contest to become Blossom of the Month.
On July 4th.
Okay.
What's that?
Do you remember when Robert Reed was on Medical Center?
I do.
Okay, now we're on Brady Bunch. That was pretty controversial.
Yeah.
I think he won an Emmy for that.
Yeah. What was the storyline?
He became a transsexual.
And that was in the 70s.
In the 70s, yeah.
Yeah.
Wild.
Yeah. On July 4th, 1976, The Clash played their first public show.
Wow, on the 4th of July.
Who did they back up?
British band. That's pretty cool.
Who did they back up? Who did they support?
Who did they support? Let's see. What year was that?
76.
76.
I mean, it could be anybody.
Sex Pistols.
Yes.
What it was? Okay. Wow.
The doctor pulls it out.
That's a lopsided bill.
At the Black Swan in Sheffield, England. Let me see.
Dave.
I think Tom Hanks was in Blossom. What? Blossom. Now, Dave Phillips, welcome to the show, buddy.
All right.
He's talking about the TV show Blossom, I think.
Blossom, yes. With
what's her name?
Right?
Huh?
Wasn't the girl that had the giant breasts?
I don't know. No, she has that long. She had a long face, right?
Me and Bialik? No, that was.
Yeah. It was.
I'm thinking of Punky Brewster.
Yeah, Punky Brewster was Moon Fry, Moon Fry or something like that.
Yeah.
She had a really kind of weird name, but yeah, that girl believed something. She's like fucking genius status. Like
well, she
PhD and
hosting Jeopardy.
Yeah.
But she went to school for like astrophysics or something.
Yeah. Let's see. On July 4th, 1974, Steely Dan played one final show in Santa Monica, California, before retiring from the road.
In 74.
Yeah.
Wow, they never toured behind Asia.
No, they had too much shit to fucking bring with them, I think. Like, it was just like their music is so intricate that you can't just load up guitars and amps and drums.
Well, I mean, I think it's, well, they were, when you think about it, they were guitar, bass, and drums, keyboards.
Well, they had to have a backing thing behind it.
I think
Allison,
they were also just reticent.
my friend Allison. Welcome to the podcast. So it says, while Becker and Fagan were enjoying major success on the Billboard charts, they chose to remain a studio-only project with a revolving cast of studio musicians. And then in 81, they broke up, then they reunited in 93 and embarked on their first tour in nearly 2 decades. I saw them in the 2007, I think I saw them at the Hard Rock Hotel and Casino, Seminole Hard Rock Hotel and Casino down in Hollywood, Florida. They were really good.
Good, yeah.
Yeah, they were really fucking good.
They played here. Well, they had played here at the Biltmore.
Right.
Yeah.
On July 4th, 1964, the Beach Boys scored their first chart-topping hit on the Billboard Hot 100 with 64.
64. Well, see, I wasn't surfing, I don't think. 64. Tell me. I'm going to drag up time.
I get around.
Okay. Well, okay.
I get around. I get around. Ooh, round, get around. I get around. Yeah, get around.
Yeah, I told you they played here 2 weeks ago.
Yeah, well, some of them played there. It's only a name now, I think.
Pretty much. I mean, it's Mike Love. There's no Wilsons. It's Mike Love and Al Jardine.
Yeah.
Bruce. No, actually, Bruce Johnson. There's 3 guys that have been there since the beginning, really. But still, it's still
okay.
I think actually Mike Love's son is singing and doing well.
Jesus. Good. Okay.
Yeah.
It's not his fault. Can't blame the kid.
No.
The sins of the father.
That's right.
Let me see. I have Born on the 4th of July, right? Let's go with Born on the 4th of July. In 1938, Bill Withers was born. July 4th, 1938. Born on July 4th, 1943, Alan Wilson. Who did he play with? Alan Wilson.
Al Wilson. 48 he was born?
Huh?
And he was born in 48?
Yeah. 43.
43. I don't know.
I'm going down to the country, going to find
really? Canned Heat?
I'm going down to the country, going to find
Was he the singer? Was he the singer?
I don't know. But everybody knows that song.
Yes, they do. Woodstock.
I actually like this song.
I never mind. That song has not gone away.
People that fucking hate them. Yeah. They're like, I hate that song.
I put that in Get Together by the Youngbloods.
Yeah.
On the road again. On the road again. I'd lump them together in the same
lead singer from
genre.
Canned Heat, for those times, a rare fat rock star.
Big dude. He was a big guy.
Yeah.
Like
that was rare back then. Image was everything.
Popper. Oh, yeah.
Born on July 4th, 1948, Jeremy Spencer. Who was he with?
That was Airplane, wasn't it?
Nope. Jeremy Spencer.
Oh, Fleetwood Mac.
There you go.
Yeah.
I knew you'd get it.
That'd be early on.
Born on July 4th, 1958, Kirk Pengilly.
He is from In Excess.
Yeah, look at the doctor.
He was
killing it.
He was
the professor. Player. What do we call you? The professor? The
professor.
Yeah, look at the professor. Yeah. Born on July 4th, 1963, Matt Malley. I don't think you'll get this one.
Matt Malley, 63?
Yeah.
Metal band?
No.
Nah, I wouldn't know. I don't know.
90s kind of pop. Counting Crows.
Okay.
Born on that same day of the same year, July 4th, 1963, Michael Sweet. These are 2 totally different bands that he was with. Michael Sweet.
Don't know.
Striper in Boston.
So he's a singer.
I guess, yeah.
Mark was mentioning that he ended up singing with Boston.
Oh, he did, didn't he?
He did, yeah. And they're doing an acoustic set here.
Boston is?
Striper.
Oh, well, good luck with that.
At a big club here, the Orange Peel. Yeah, okay.
Born on July 4th, 1971, Andy Cregan. I fucking hate this group. I hate all this. They only had a couple radio songs, but...
Lay it on me.
Bare Naked Ladies.
Okay. If I had $1 million.
90s had some real. There's some groups in the 90s. I just fucking didn't like them.
I hear you.
The 90s was a weird.
It was
time
weird.
for music.
There was some good rock, but there was also like some of that
big transitions
like
in
that.
the 90s. Like,
R&B
you start off the 90s, you still got that Manchester scene, you got the whole, the Brit pop scene coming in, shoegazing and all that stuff from England. And then you got the end of heavy metal, then grunge comes. No, wait, there was also a lot of dance music in there. Rhythm is a dancer, like all those songs. I got the power, like all these things. Hip hop was in a really good place in the early, and then things started to fucking change. Like throughout in the mid '90s to the late '90s, you got Counting Crows and fucking
bands like
Bare Naked Ladies. It's like, what the fuck?
It became kind of like almost like grunge pop. There's like kind of it was the number bands.
Yeah.
The bands with numbers in the names.
Yep. Born on July 4th, 1972, William Goldsmith.
Oh, the movie soundtrack composer.
The what?
He did soundtracks, right?
He was with Sunny Day Real Estate and Foo Fighters.
Oh, William Goldsmith.
He was only with Foo Fighters for a minute then, I guess, maybe.
Yeah, well, okay.
I'm
thinking of Jerry Goldsmith. He did a lot of movies. He was like the Danny Elfman of his day.
Patty says, am I the only one that keeps freezing? Yeah, I don't know. We're not. I don't see Lou, or Lou doesn't see me. So
we've had no problems.
Yeah. Turn down the AC. Or turn it up. Turn it off. Get it? No. Penalty box. Penalty box. Bad joke. And born on July 4th, 1995, Post Malone. I like Post Malone.
Do you?
For as far as recent, he's the dude with the tattoos on his face. He was like one of the first ones to do it. Yeah. Funny thing is, he came out and he was already popular, but then he just started getting the tattoos on his face. Like, he didn't come out like that.
Oh, really? Okay.
Yeah, and it was like, people were like, well, did he just tat his, and then another one, and then another one? I give this generation credit. And them fucking face tattoos is like,
that's painful.
That was like back in our day, if someone did heroin, it was like, what the fuck, are you crazy?
Yeah, well,
and then Mike Tyson actually started it all.
That's right. I know we had one on the side of his head or something.
He had that tribal thing around his eye.
That's right. Which made him even scarier looking.
Yeah, but people were like out of their minds that he got a face tattoo. Like, that was like, you are really crossing a line there.
Asheville has a blue man.
Oh no!
Completely, and not because of the silver. Remember, ever hear that guy? The guy he took so much like colloidal silver as a information.
Yeah,
he turned blue. He looked like a fucking Smurf.
Yeah,
but he died.
This guy tattooed himself blue.
This kid, he was a young guy. So I've seen him twice. I mean, head to toe, he looks like Mystique from the X-Men.
So
he's got red hair and like
be ready to like not have a normal life, a normal job.
No,
like. You got to find a really, really good girl that's willing to fucking put up with that.
Or you inherited a pile that will never go away.
But still, then you just...
Well, this was like a dye job. I mean, because it was solid. There was no breaks. It was completely solid. Short sleeves on. I mean...
So even if you got a boatload of money, you got $50 million in the bank, you're buying hookers.
Absolutely.
That's the only way you're getting... you're going to get a girl
too.
That's in it for... It's a gold digger that's going to come along and like... Oh, blue's my favorite color.
Right. Or something who wants to do something freaky to you.
Yeah. So if you choke him out, how do you know he's choked out? He's already blue. Blue in the face.
I don't know. He was dead. He's been...
Yeah, he's blue. What the fuck did I know? That's
almost.
Yeah, that's
blue.
my defense. That's my defense. He was fucking blue. How did I know he was dead? He was already blue.
His eyes are closed.
You kidding me?
I didn't touch him.
Yeah. He's got a black and blue. Well, to me, it only looks black. I can't. It's always blue. Everything's blue. Let's see. Now we'll get into this day in music.
Actually, I have a 4th of July birthday though.
Oh yeah?
Yes. I'd like to wish a happy birthday to my younger sister Caroline, whose birthday is on the 4th of July.
Okay. That must have been good parties when you were growing up.
Yeah.
Let me change the music. Let me get some down tempo. Let's see what down tempo sounds like on this. Let's see. Let's see. What do you think?
If you turn it down a little bit.
I'm just getting a sound for it. What do you think? Yeah?
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm easy like that.
Yeah.
Okay. Sounds good. Let me see.
I like the rhythm of that one.
Yeah. Is it too loud though?
It's a little, it's a bit much.
Okay. Bit much, huh? Lou's very polite. It's a bit much. Say turn the fucking shit down. Turn it down. You say.
I can't hear myself think.
Don't talk to me like
That's
just
good.
fucking talk to me like a man. Turn that shit down.
Turn the shit down.
Fuck. You notice how people when like where we're from in those areas, they don't say what, they say the fuck.
Yeah.
The fuck. Like we're too lazy to say what.
We had
literally.
At work last week, we had a delivery driver come in, a new guy, and he comes out and he goes, "From New Jersey?" I'm like, yeah. He goes, "I could tell."
Yeah. And you're like, the fuck?
What the fuck? What's it to you?
The fuck?
Fuck, yeah.
The fuck, not what the
It's just
the fuck.
The fuck.
The fuck, dude. July 4th, 2021, American country rockabilly singer, guitarist Stanford Clark died. Best known for his 1956 hit, The Fool by Lee Hazelwood.
Lee Hazelwood. Didn't he do the stuff with Nancy Sinatra?
I don't know.
So.
That's your territory.
I think they did some duets in them.
And I will believe you.
Thank you.
You can lie anytime, Lou. Everybody's going to believe you. That's your advantage.
But I would never lie.
Do what Jack used to do.
Fuck, dickhead.
The fuck, dickhead. Dave Willis, King of the 45s. The fuck, dickhead. The fuck, asshole. The fuck, you idiot. The fuck, fuckface.
Fuckface.
I can keep
One of my
going.
personal favorites.
That,
the fuck, numbnuts.
that is, yeah. Well, my favorite saying, I don't know how many times in my lifetime I've said this, is shut the fuck up. Shut the fuck up.
Oh, that's great.
Shut the fuck up.
You can say it different ways, too.
Actually, I did that. I did a little meme bite with me and Mark one night, and I was talking about someone came on, Robert Kirkman came on. I was like, shut the fuck up. And Mark was laughing at the same time, like you see him going, hey. And I got it into a little clip, and it's him laughing and me saying, shut the fuck up. So you can send it to anybody you want. I'll send it to you, Lou. You send it to anybody you want.
I will.
It's a great comeback on Facebook, too.
Yeah.
Someone gets in an argument, you just post that.
Shut the fuck up.
Shut the fuck up. I learned, so I found all these little clips, like all these little, I come across them like, I don't know, watching a TV show or a movie, and I'm like, oh, that's a good little clip. And I have this whole collection, and I've literally gotten into, gee, imagine me getting into a Facebook war with somebody. And literally one time, I must have 15 responses in a row with these different clips. Right?
Nice.
I wouldn't type a word. I would just post these video memes, right? And it drove them fucking crazy. You know you're breaking somebody then when they're like, how old are you? Automatic win. If they type back, how old are you? Just drop the mic.
You got them to respond, yeah.
You got them. Because now you're under their skin. And just walk away from that. Just drop the mic. Got you. I'm still undefeated, by the way.
Yeah.
Still undefeated. July 4th, 2015, Blur's Damon Albarn, also of Gorillaz fame, was removed from stage at the Rock Slide Festival in Denmark after a mammoth 5-hour set. The singer, who was headlining the event with his Africa Express project, encouraged the crowd to protest at the plug being pulled. The stage manager emerged to put the singer's jacket over his shoulders and lifted him off the stage. He wouldn't get off the stage.
How do you keep singing for 5 hours?
What do you do for 5 hours?
I mean, just blah, blah, blah. Just jam and rap on it.
Just fucking keep jamming and singing. Seem to sing the same song 3 times. I don't know.
Stream of conscious lyrics or something. Who knows?
Yeah, 5 hours. I'm going to have to look that one up.
Yeah. Maybe there's like a 5-hour live thing of it.
I would think after 3 hours, they would have been like, just fucking Just go pick them up and pull them off. How do you delay them for 5 hours?
The giant cane comes off on the side of the stage.
Guy with the derby.
Yank him.
Like in the crowd. Fucking who's gonna stay there for 5 hours?
Right. Well,
that's gonna be a rabid crowd. That has to be a crowd.
Where did this take place again? What was the?
It was in Denmark, and he had this Africa Express project that he was doing. This is 2015, so gorillas were around. So he kind of did his own. So he does have a massive following. So who knows what he was doing?
Maybe they were into it.
Dave Phillips, King of the 45, says back in the day, Chicago did 4-hour sets, Santana 2.
Really?
But they didn't do 5-hour sets.
5 hours, yeah.
So get the fuck out of here.
Shut the fuck up.
The fuck? The fuck, dickhead. Come up with that stupid. It's not 5 hours. Now, if you come back and said they did 6 hours, I'd be like, oh, look at Dave Phillips, King of the 45s, contributing to the show. But he comes in with like a second place winner. Like second place. That's second place, Dave Phillips, King of the 45s. Don't come to this show with second place information. Be like the professor. Have top rate info. And be able to back it up. The fuck?
The gauntlet's been tossed.
The fuck?
I wouldn't want to be at a 5-hour show. I couldn't. I couldn't do it.
Fuck you.
Whoa. All right. Here we go.
Now I'm fighting with the audience.
Contempt for your audience.
Fuck me. No. Fuck you. Okay? Not fuck me. Fuck you. Fuck me. Fuck me. No. Fuck you. Beat that. See, he can't because he doesn't have a camera. So whatever he responds with, I'll say I can do it in any tone I want. Fuck you, dickhead. See, that's how he says it.
That's the voice. That's the voice we hear in our heads.
Fuck you, dickhead.
When the comments come in.
Yeah. That's going to be his voice. Everything. Okay. Back in the day, Chicago did 4-hour sets. Santana too. See, it doesn't. I don't care what you see. Anything he says is irrelevant because now people are going to hear that voice in their head when he types in. Go ahead, I dare you. Type it in. Dave Phillips, King of the 45s. See, Patty's laughing at you. See. Well, fuck too.
Where's Allison?
Yeah,
Allison hasn't figured out the trick yet.
No. See, Dave Phillips, King of the 45s, just responded. Well, fuck. Too. See, that's not aggressive. He's not getting to me. He doesn't. He can't win. He can't win. That's all there is to it. All right, moving on. Let me see. On July 4th, 2012, Bonhams of London announced that Freddie Mercury's black and white Harlequin stage costume had sold for £22,500, which is about $25,000. At their entertainment memorabilia site. Now that's a pretty infamous outfit.
I'm trying to remember
the black and white stripes.
Okay. Oh yeah. Okay.
The bodysuit, it's like black and white. The Harlequin costume was one of Freddie's most recognizable stage designs, which he wore at a number of high-profile concerts in the 70s. Also, a pair of Freddie's ballet pumps exceeded the pre-sale estimate of £1,500 to $2,000, selling for £4,000. So that's like $4,500, maybe $5,000 to an overseas internet bidder. Freddie had worn the white leather ballet shoes during Queen's legendary Hyde Park performance in 1976.
Wow.
Yeah.
And they only went for 45.
That Harlequin one was half black, half white.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
Yeah.
And the chest was all the way open, like it went all the way halfway down his chest. Yeah. Let me see. On July 4th, 2010, my man George Michael was arrested after he crashed his car into the front of a Snappy Snaps store in Hampstead, North London. The singer was returning home from a gay pride parade when the incident was spotted on CCTV. They got that shit everywhere in England.
Yeah.
Now, he was arrested on suspicion of being unfit to drive and charged with possession of cannabis and with driving while unfit through drink or drugs. And he rebounded from it.
Unfit. It's so
Always
polite.
did.
It's so polite.
Yeah. On July 4th, 2009, 77-year-old Alan Klein. Who's Alan Klein?
He was the infamous manager of the Rolling Stones and the Beatles.
There you go, buddy. There you go. Died after a battle with Alzheimer's disease.
What year was that?
2009.
Oh.
The assets of his company, ABKCO Music and Records, include the recordings by the Rolling Stones, the Animals, Herman's Hermits,
that's right.
Bobby Womack, the Kinks, Chubby Checker, Bobby Rydell, and many others. Wow.
The Kinks on there?
Wow.
Wow.
He owned all that music.
Wow. The Stones, I'm not surprised. I knew he did have something to do with the Animals too, but the Kinks, I didn't know he had anything. Wow. So
evidently he produced them or something. He did. You know what I mean? Or I don't know. But his company owned all that music, evidently.
Wow.
On July 4th, 2007, a former laboratory worker, Devin Townsend, admitted to a court in Albuquerque, New Mexico, of stalking Chester Bennington, the late Chester Bennington, lead singer of Linkin Park. This guy used U.S. government computers to obtain Bennington's personal information, accessing his email account and mobile phone voicemail. Yikes, what was this dude doing?
Wow, Jesus.
Was he in the Air Force? He might have been in the Air Force, because that's where I was stationed, Kirtland Air Force Base.
Oh, wow.
But I didn't know. I don't know. I don't think so. He might have, Sandia Labs is out there too. Some weird shit goes on out there. The court was told how she traveled to Arizona slowly. Oh, it was a girl. Traveled to Arizona solely for the purpose of trying to see the singer, and monitored Chester Bennington's voicemail as a means of trying to locate where he might be eating. Cuckoo.
Yeah, really? You think so?
Cuckoo. So
Wow.
she was a former laboratory worker. So she was with Sandia Labs, I'm sure.
Right.
Yeah.
Learned her trade well.
Yeah, she certainly did. On July 4th, 2005, U2 won their court fight for the return of items and memorabilia, including a Stetson hat, which they accused a former stylist of stealing. Judge Matthew Deary at Dublin Circuit Court ordered Lola Cashman to return the items, which also included earrings within 7 days. Ms. Cashman had worked as U2's stylist during the 80s and wrote an unauthorized book called Inside the Zoo, Zooropa. Judge Deary said he found Ms. Cashman's version of how she had been given the items at the end of the U.S. tour doubtful, particularly her description of Bono running around in his underpants backstage. What?
Okay.
Oh, rock and roll, baby.
Yeah. A Stetson hat. What was it?
That was on. That's the hat
worth?
he's wearing on the cover of Rattle and Hum,
Okay.
and he wore it in the movie Rattle and Hum.
All
too.
right.
Yeah. And you know what? I think by 2005 they had archivists. Guaranteed, they had archivists. Everything that went on tour got put somewhere.
Mm-hmm.
Like they know the value. Not like back in the day when fucking I don't know, Robert Plant would give his fucking his leather vest away or something. His fringed vest. Like, yeah, here you go. I don't care, man.
She saw this thing lying there and went,
Oh yeah. And then somehow, when she wrote the book, that was her downfall. Then you poke the bear. Then
yeah. Start talking shit.
She's kind of scummy for doing that. All that time she's their stylist and she's helping them. And she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna write a book," and start looking for all that juicy shit. Let me see. On July 4th, 2003, Barry White died from kidney failure at the age of 58. On July 4th, 2002, my man, once again, George Michael, took part in a live phone interview on U.S. news channel CNN, when CNN really did the news, defending his new single, Shoot the Dog. Americans were upset by the controversial video, which had President Bush in bed with Tony Blair.
Wow.
I'm going to have to look at that.
Yeah, really?
I got to see that one, buddy.
That's funny.
Then he did another video after he got caught in the whole a public restroom thing. He came out with the song, and it was a fairly good song. And the video was him, all dancing, and all the background dancers were cops, dressed as cops. You're very flamboyant police. You know what I mean?
Right.
And quite the dig at the undercover cops at work.
Good.
Who takes that like, hey, we got something for you to do. We got some undercover work for you to do.
I got this one.
You're going to cruise the bathrooms in Central Park. You're going to cruise the men's bathrooms. And you're going to look for somebody soliciting sex in the men's bathrooms in Central Park. Like, I'd be like, yeah, you better put me on a desk for this one. Yeah. I don't care.
Al Pacino would volunteer for it.
Well, yeah. You know what? I've been meaning. I'm going to watch that movie again, Cruising. It was really dark. Really fucking dark.
It was really
movie.
dark. It's probably not as bad as it was depicted back then. That was just very controversial for the time.
Was that
even in the 80s? It was like or early 80s.
No, it was early 80s. So
like 82, something like that.
No, it was before that. I was still in high school, so maybe 80, 81. Yeah. Yep. Let's see. July 4th, 2000, a man fell 80 feet to his death during a Metallica concert at Ravens Stadium in Baltimore. Oof. That's literally entering Sandman. That's exit life.
What was he doing that he fell 80 feet?
Well, evidently he was in the balcony, and those are fucking dangerous seats if you're drinking, man.
You're drinking, yeah.
And you're getting rowdy. Because those walls only go up to about your waist.
Yeah.
And those they'll have a bar there, right? That's the infamous, well, that's not it, but there's an infamous video out there of the dude at Tiger Stadium that went over the railing and he hung on by one arm.
Yeah.
And people ended up pulling him up. But he went over and he grabbed it and he was strong enough to fucking one arm. Like he was holding himself, and that was a big drop.
When you're scared shitless too.
Holy shit.
Yeah. Wow. Huh. He went home a grateful man.
Oh yeah. Hell yeah. July 4th, 1999, Victoria Adams, Posh Spice, married David Beckham. Let me see. July 4th, 1990, Paul Stanley from Kiss sustained neck and back injuries when he was involved in a car crash in New Jersey. Cause of the accident was Stanley had his window down and the stench from New Jersey was so strong he had to block his face he took his hands off the steering wheel to block his face from the stench in New Jersey and got into a car crash. That's what it says. I'm reading it.
Well, you must have been driving on the turnpike.
I don't know. I just remember when I went to New Jersey, a buddy of mine picked me up and we were driving out to his place. He lived in one of those, what do they call them? But not a borough. It's every township. New Jersey's loaded with townships.
It is. There is.
Yeah, and Winslow Township, I think it was, and that's down south. Though that's South Jersey.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And I swear there was 3-4 different odors by the time we got to his place. It just smells.
I don't believe that.
It smells. It's like New York is dirty.
No, it's not.
It is. It's fucking dirty.
All cities are dirty.
No.
Yeah, Boston's probably just as dirty.
Yeah, certain areas. Yeah.
Portland's dirtier than all of them.
Yeah. Oh, Portland is.
Yeah.
I had a dude that I was working with, who voluntarily transferred to Portland with customs. I was like, dude, what do you? And he was a really nice guy.
He likes salmon. I don't know.
I don't know, but the dude that he swapped with was more than eager to get the fuck out of there and come to Florida. I'll tell you that.
So that's a place a lot of people in Asheville they will ping pong between Boulder, Asheville, Portland.
Doesn't Portland have the most porn shops in the country?
I don't know, but there's a lot of street vomit.
A lot of street, like a lot of
there's
hookers.
a lot of junkies.
Yeah. That's a place like Albuquerque. That's kind of a place you go to just drop out.
Really? Yeah.
Yeah. Albuquerque is one of those cities, man. People just go there. Nobody bothers anybody. No one gives a shit about what you're doing. It's just like, just you go to a bar and you make friends, but you don't really know them.
Well,
You know?
the Southwest has no appeal for me at all.
No, it was an
New Mexico,
interesting place
Arizona.
to live for 2 years. You have the
Yeah.
different seasons. Summer it's fucking hot, and then
Yeah.
they get dust storms. In the winter it's nice and brisk, and it can get really cold and not really cold. But
Where
cold
were you?
enough. I was in Albuquerque.
Albuquerque, okay.
Yeah, and you're in the valley, right? So you see the mountains, and you see in the summertime though, it is pretty ominous. You watch the thunderheads come up over the mountain,
yeah.
and they start to form. And then they start to just kind of swoop down. It is pretty cool.
That's cool.
Yeah.
Where I live in the mountains, I'd never heard certain types of thunder you don't hear where we're from.
Right.
It's just, but it's like I said, it's ominous. But one time I said, "What is like? It sounded like an earthquake." It just came up through the valleys. I'm like, "Here we
Some
go."
big lightning shows there too.
Sure.
That's kind of big sky area. And
Right.
Albuquerque was an interesting place, man. Interesting place.
That's the ABQ.
Yeah, it's not like it used to be though. We were there when it was good. Just like when we were in Southern California and Northern California, it was really good. There was nothing crazy going on. There was no activism or anything. It was just fucking cool, July 4th, 1986, the second Farm Aid benefit concert took place at Manor Downs Racetrack in Manor, Texas. Willie Nelson, John Mellencamp, and Neil Young, right? They were the organizers.
Yeah.
The artists that appeared there were Alabama, the Nelson, John Mellencamp.
Not the Nelsons. No,
just
Nelson.
the Nelson.
That was Rick
Yeah.
Nelson's kids, right?
Yeah, I don't know. That was just Nelson, right?
Yeah.
You never know. John Mellencamp and Neil Young, right? Alabama, the Beach Boys, Bob Dylan, Steve Earle, the Fabulous Thunderbirds, Emmylou Harris, Jason and the Scorchers, Waylon Jennings, George Jones, Bon Jovi, John Mellencamp, Tom Petty, Vince Neil, and Willie Nelson.
The fuck is Vince Neil doing there?
He had a solo thing, but it wasn't. He was trying to be like David Lee Roth.
Yeah, well, yeah, I don't know. I mean, Farm Aid was something I never really cared about too much. I like the idea.
I
of
didn't
it.
either.
I like the idea, but I'm like, I Mellencamp. I don't know if I really see him. Well, even Willie Nelson, as great as he was, I don't know. I never found the lineups. Neil Young, I've seen him.
Yeah.
No, never felt compelled to see him after seeing him one time. Some people not like that, but
Yeah. I saw Mellencamp once at the MTV Movie Awards in Hollywood, California. I was there. A buddy of mine won 2 tickets, and he took me to a kid I was stationed with, and he took me, and he was on stage with Michelle Indigricello
yeah.
playing bass. And they did. They had done a song together that year.
What was the
Funky
big-
Night or something. Night.
Wild Nights. It did the
Wild
Van
Night, yeah,
Morrison
yeah.
song. Yeah.
It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
It was pretty cool to see them. Saw a couple other acts there. It was really like to see how they did it and the whole. I think they did a Lifetime Achievement Award to Richard Roundtree, right?
That's cool.
Yeah, that was pretty cool to see.
Check him out.
I think maybe Arsenio Hall hosted it. I think at the time, it was pretty cool. It was pretty cool. Let me see. July 4th, 1973, Slade drummer Don Powell was badly injured in a car crash, which killed his girlfriend. July 4th, 1969, that dude, Janis Joplin, Led Zeppelin, Johnny Winter, Delaney and Barney, Creedence Clearwater Revival, Canned Heat, I'm going down
There
in
you
the
go.
country, going to find my way.
Hippie Fest.
Joe Cocker, Blood, Sweat, and Tears, Chuck Berry, Spirit, Chicago, and Paul Butterfield all appeared at the 2-day Atlanta Pop Festival in Byron, Georgia.
Cool. That's a pretty cool lineup. I would have loved
Yeah.
this in Spirit.
This is pretty great. This is pretty great. So, July 4th, 1966, the Beatles played 2 shows at Rizal Memorial Football Stadium in Manila, in the Philippines.
Oh,
Over
yeah.
80,000 fans. 80,000 fans.
What year was that? That was 64?
66.
So that was the last year of touring.
Yeah, the Beatles failed to appear at a palace reception hosted
That's
by
right.
Ferdinand Marcos
Ferdinand
and
Marcos.
family,
And Imelda.
who were not informed that the Beatles had declined their invitation.
Yep.
That dude must have got decapitated for not passing that message. I'm
yeah,
not telling them.
something
Fuck
happened.
that. I ain't telling them.
Are you going to go into the story?
Well, the Philippine media misrepresent this as a deliberate snub, and when Brian Epstein tries to make a televised statement, his comments are disrupted by static.
Yeah.
The next day, the Beatles make their way to the airport, and they were greeted by angry mobs. The Philippine government had retaliated by refusing police protection for the Beatles.
They almost didn't make it out, man.
The original Thriller in Manila.
Yeah, right. In the Beatle books, when they describe it, it's terrifying. They had
I'm sure it was
they had no
insane.
protection. No protection.
I'm sure it was insane. Yeah.
Man.
Should have just fucking went.
So that was 66. So how long were the Marcoses in power? Like a long time.
Well, until don't talk to my wife.
What was going
that.
on when you were there?
So if you see what I posted today on Facebook, there's we had a TV channel on the base called Far East Network, FEN, or we called it Forced Entertainment Network. Like you get off of work of a midnight shift and you go back to the dorm and you turn on the TV and you got the Today Show, but it should have been called the Yesterday Show because we were seeing Deborah Norville's show that was yesterday.
Yeah,
and then it was showed the next day, and we're 12 hours ahead, right? 12 or 13 depending on daylight savings. So. That's when I first fell in love with Deborah Norville. That just timeless beauty, that girl.
Golden girl, yeah.
Oh my God, she just still looked good. Still looks good today.
Is she still in the news?
Deborah Norville, no.
Yeah.
So you'll see it, and there was a coup attempt when I was there.
Oh, okay.
They tried to overthrow Corazon Aquino.
That was their keynote, okay.
So it was kind of crazy, man. It was fucking crazy. The base gets shut down. What?
Wasn't he assassinated?
No, that was her husband.
That's right.
That was her husband.
Was Benny or something? What was his name?
It
was like Benito. It was like Benito, wasn't it, or something?
Yeah,
like
Benito Aquino or something. Yeah, it was something like that.
Well, he was killed at the airport, wasn't he?
They told him don't get off the plane because as soon as you set foot, they told him as soon as you set foot on the tarmac, you're gonna get killed.
He got picked off right away, didn't he?
He fucking stepped onto the tarmac and got shot.
Was it a close-up thing or was it a sniper?
That was right there.
So there was an entourage of military.
So fucking idiot.
There's an assassination squad.
It was assassination. Yeah, they were gonna get him no matter what.
Damn.
You know, so the base gets shut down and it's fucking chaos outside the base, right? And I had seen some of the F4s that they were helping the Philippine government, and because the military was the one that was kind of overthrowing the government, a portion of the military, so you'd see it had bullet holes in it, like a couple of the jets. But one night I go out to post, and I'm on a priority A resource. So a priority A resource is basically it was SATCOM, satellite communication. There was a wall around this whole facility, and then there was probably about 50 yards of open field, and it's like an L-shaped, right? Then there's another wall, and it comes to a corner, right? And we have a guard in the tower. We had a tower guard, and then we have an alert team on vehicle right outside the gate, right? And inside that wall is all the satellite. It covers the whole Pacific region, right? Covers the whole Pacific region. And I get on post, and all of a sudden I see this shadow up on the ridge, because there's people that lived up in these ridges, but I see the shadow of this fucking, just a movement. There's a fucking movement there. And it's the Philippine military, right? And they're up on the fucking ridge. And I'm like, oh, whoa. Like, what the fuck's going on here? But the corner we were on was dark. Like, the light didn't hit it. So I could sit in this on the dark and just watch this. I call in, I go, hey, the Philippine military is like 100 yards from me. I need a little help out here. And then throughout the night, you watch their flag go from upside down. They didn't know which side they were backing.
Wow.
It's a really weird scene.
Wow.
But
they were waiting on word to see which they were going to have to go.
Yeah. Right. But with that said, Mark's not here tonight. You just interrupted the show.
Hey.
It's
Jack Calabrese! Jack!
What's up, buddy?
What the
What the fuck was that?
What? Oh, look at Jack comes back all ready to go. He's got a green screen behind him with his painting of fucking, what's the dude that sings like this?
Tom Waits.
Tom Waits. Look at Jack. Look at
that.
Jack. Like, came back high tech. He's drinking a fucking Corona in a can. What the fuck?
Seltzer.
Yeah, Canada. Pussy.
Salsa.
Pussy.
It's salsa.
Yeah. What's up, buddy?
How are you, man?
I'm
Hey,
good.
Hey, he's going, Jack.
Where's Mark tonight? Is he out seeing Emerson Lake and Arnold Palmer?
He's good as Emerson Lake drinking an Arnold Palmer. No, he had one of his friends is having emergency surgery, so he's being a good friend, and
Oh, man.
he's standing by his man, so he dumped us.
Yeah.
It was a good
So-
move.
Yeah. So Lou and I we're talking about events that happen on the 4th of July, since we won't be on next week. I will be in my home away from home, St. Augustine, enjoying the best beach in Florida. So Jack,
The water's green. The water's green up there, isn't it? It's not clear. It's dark, like Atlantic.
It's a little dark. It's not like dark. It's like a greenish color, but not that like Caribbean green.
Right.
Not to be confused with Caribbean Queen, which Jack is. So, didn't take long, buddy. Didn't take long.
Really?
I missed you. So, Jack, we just got done talking about the infamous 4th of July, 1966 Beatles in the Philippines incident. The insanity that ensued when they turned down Ferdinand Marcos.
They snubbed the royal family?
Yeah. And they almost died for it.
That was a bad year. That was a bad year for
Did
them.
they have to like pay $20,000 in cash to get out of there?
That could be true. It doesn't say that. It just says on the way to the airport, they were greeted by angry mobs. The Philippine government had retaliated by refusing police protection for the Beatles.
And that's before they were bigger than Christ.
So after that coup attempt, Lou, in the Philippines, I had another coup attempt happened right before I left. And so I'm PCSing, and I chose to fly out of Manila as Mr. McLean, not go on a military airlift to get out of the country. So I get a van drives me down to Manila Airport, and it's a government van, right? And Morale, Welfare, and Recreation says, "Yeah, we'll drive you." And we get that, and the fucking place is chaos, right? There's fucking graffiti against the government. The place is trash. They were rioting. And I'm like, this is fucking weird too, because now I'm in this big blue van with the government license plates. Yeah. And we're at a red light, and I'm looking over one way, and all of a sudden I hear this like on my fucking window, and I jump, and it's some dude saying, "Give me money, give me money, give me money. Just fucking move the van. Go, go, go. Get the fuck out of here." It was pretty hectic. Yeah. Let's see. July 4th, 1960.
So the coups were quelled. There was
they were quelled, but there was a lot of damage left behind. People got killed, and yeah. July 4th, 1964, the Beach Boys started 2-week number one with "I Get Around," right? Yep. Jack, just in time, Jack. On July 4th, 1958, the Everly Brothers. The Everly Brothers, Jack.
Hey, I can fill the next 90 minutes talking about the Everly Brothers.
Yeah,
I love the Everly
episode.
Brothers.
I will never forget that fucking episode. I will never forget that episode.
Hey, you know what? I was trying to be informative for our listeners.
About the fucking Everly Brothers.
Hey, you know what? Sometimes you need to go back and establish some foundational knowledge in which to build off.
Oh, look, you're not talking to a fucking bunch of insurance salesmen in fucking Wyoming, okay, buddy?
I have to tell you,
You're
I've had
talking
enough.
to me and the professor here.
I've had enough of doing that.
I bet you have, man. You've been on a fucking tear lately, yeah?
How long are you home for?
It's all good, man. I'm home for a little while.
Nice.
Got a couple of shows. We've been going to a bunch of shows. A lot of music happening in the Calabrese household.
I love the fact that you look like you're glitching like Max Headroom.
I know.
So evidently Jack hasn't tuned up his computer to this show, but
Yeah, you know what? I'm gonna jump out and jump back in.
Yeah, you do that. Take your time.
What?
Take your time. Take your time. There you go. No rush, Jack. No rush. Oh, my brother says, love these stories. Thanks for your service, brother. Yeah. There's a lot of those stories. 2 years worth of stories. That's for damn sure. At least over there. Yeah, the Everly Brothers held the UK #1 position with All I Have to Do Is Dream. Oh, let's see. Then Born on This Day. We already did all the Borns. You know what we're going to do right now, Lou?
What's up? You make the call.
Yeah.
You make the call.
You make the call. Let's see. You know what? Let me
Jack
see.
will be back for that.
He'll be back. Let's go. Yeah, you make the call. Hey. Enough of that. We'll wait for Jack to come back. In the meantime,
I got a 4th of July question for you.
ask away, buddy.
On average, how many hot dogs are eaten by Americans on the 4th of July?
Okay. So you figure there's, what is there, 160 million people in America, about roughly? Does that sound about right?
Is there?
About 160, 150, yeah. Right in that, give or take.
I thought there was a couple billion at this point.
Billion?
I thought we were like China at this point.
Is it? No.
I don't know.
Well, it could be 180 million. I'm not sure.
That might be a fair estimate.
Yeah. Well, while we're waiting for Jack, let's do some research here and say,
yeah.
Oh, I've been missing phone calls. Whoops. Let's see.
Population.
I have to. I'm going to send a text.
Population of 300. It's all threes as of 2022. 333.3 million.
How many?
333.3 million.
I missed your call.
Vegetarians don't count, so those not dogs don't count, as far as I'm concerned. These things are plastic.
I'm doing my.
They stay with you forever. Like
so if there's 300 whatever, doing my live
333
stream music podcast. I would say hot dogs eaten 120 million.
Not a bad guess.
All
150.
Right. Wow.
Yeah.
All right.
That's probably counting all those sick people that do the competitive eating. Have you ever done that? Have you ever done it? Have you ever been in a hot dog eating contest?
So my daughter, I have a picture of my daughter, and she went with her now husband to Coney Island, and she got into a hot dog eating contest with I don't know, it was probably at whatever the hot dog place there is, and there's a picture of her next to this big fat dude. And I don't know, I think she put down like 7 hot dogs or something.
That's impressive for a novice. That's for a novice.
Yeah.
I did it at work one time, and I got 3. I didn't wet the buns. I didn't.
No. You gotta just.
I ate 3 really fast. I'm like, I'm gonna throw up. I felt sick. It was just too much too fast. I'm like, but like there's people like.
So I got these hot dogs.
Did you know that song, The Morning After? There's got to
be a morning after.
The guy that didn't he's not doing it this year, the 4th of July. The guy that he's won.
Yeah, Joey
Skinner or something. What was his name now?
Yeah, Joey
Wiener.
Yeah, Joey Dogs. I don't know his name.
Anyway, I mean, how does your digestive system handle that?
My wife's explained it to me. The people like that have a low, like their stomach is lower. It's a physiological thing where the stomach is just set lower. Like Kobayashi, that's why they can eat so much. It's the way it sits because our stomachs are really up here.
Yeah, it's true.
It's up here. It's not down around our belly button. But people have that lower, like the stomach is lowered, and that kind of enables them to be able to do that shit.
Do they know this, or they just happen to stumble upon it?
They figure it out. I think they probably figure it out.
Even still, when you digest, I mean, how many hot dogs is the record? I mean,
I don't know, but my wife,
I'm talking. What about the next day scenario? Because you got to, all things must pass.
Well, they always say these competitive eaters will say that they're like they won't eat, but they'll go to the bathroom like the whole next day. It's like, yeah, it all has to come out sometime.
It's like how Mark describes himself after St. Patty's Day.
Dude, when I was at K9 in 2008, I was at the K9 Academy in Front
Jack?
Royal, Virginia, right? Yeah. And I set up there was a family whose house burned down, right? And they had kids, so I'm at the training center, the law enforcement, the federal K9 enforcement training center, right, for U.S. Customs and Border Protection. And so I got together, I got all the classes together, and I went down to this restaurant and I set up a whole cheeseburger eating contest, right? And they got like people from each class, and it was a fundraiser, and I was raising this money for this. But I put it together, raise money for this family. We ended up making, I don't know, like a couple $1,000 for them, but all of us stayed in the same. It was a motel at the time, right? And I don't know, the winner ate like, I don't know, it was like 10 cheeseburgers. They were big ones. Like these weren't like little McDonald's cheeseburgers.
Gotcha.
These were like quarter pound. And everybody afterwards went back to the motel, and literally within 3 hours the toilets were all backed up. 3-4 hours. Yeah. That's a lot of meat was consumed that day. I'm gonna go on without Jack. I'm gonna go on without Jack. All right, you get the call, Lou.
Okay.
This motherfucker. He is the fucking Jack is the bane of my existence. What's up, buddy?
Where'd Tom Waits go?
Where's Tom Waits?
You know what? I think the latency that we were experiencing is because of the virtual background.
Oh, look at latency. Look at Jack. He's been doing his technical latency. I missed you. Not really.
There's still a little delay.
Not really. No, but not like it was. You're not Max Headroom. All right, Jack, we'll start it off with you. 4th of July, you make the call. All right? You make the call. Hamburger, not cheeseburger.
Eddie Van Halen.
Hamburger. Hamburger or hot dog?
Hot dog.
Jack. Hot dog. There's no wrong answers here. Lou?
Hot dog.
Got to go with the hamburger. Yeah. There's more room to put fucking ketchup on.
Why not cheeseburger? What?
Well, because everybody picks the cheeseburger. Because I have a method.
That's a good question.
Method.
I would choose a cheeseburger over a hot dog, though.
That's what I mean. Everybody picks a cheeseburger. Jack, you know that. Fuck.
No, you know what?
Say earlier, Lou?
Even when
fuck.
The dickhead.
Even when I was a little kid, hot dog. It was always hot dog.
Really?
Yeah.
Ketchup or mustard?
Or both. Ketchup,
When I was a kid, it was ketchup, but I'm not fucking 5 anymore.
Right.
Scott has heard me say. Scott has heard me say this before. Look, as an adult, ketchup on a hot dog with mustard and relish and onions and all that stuff is fine. Ketchup alone on a hot dog as an adult is a little fucked up.
It's a sign of Arrested Development or something or some kind.
It's a little fucking up. Good.
It's like that's like serial killer food.
It's good. The fuck.
So Scott,
do you forego? As Lou, think about this for a second. You're at a 4th of July party, and you look to the guy next to you, and he's got a hot dog with just one line of fucking, actually just caked with ketchup on the top.
Yeah, that's it. It's got to be caked with ketchup. Yeah.
This guy's not right.
I would think it's odd. I would think it's odd, but it's been like I said, maybe it's been since I was say 5 that I had ketchup on a hot dog. I just mustard seems to be the way to go with any kind of sausage, but it's been forever. I got to play devil's advocate. I might like ketchup on a hot dog. And now ketchup is out of vogue now. You know that, right? Ketchup is not popular anymore.
I don't care.
Say that again.
I don't either.
I don't go with the food trends.
I put ketchup on something at work, and I'm getting these like,
you're not using that.
Look where you live, first of all. Fucking look where you live, Lou.
What do you mean? I don't get it. What do you mean?
That's not apropos.
Wait a minute.
It was organic ketchup. It was organic ketchup.
What, Jack?
You're saying that ketchup is out of vogue now?
Yeah, I've been hearing things. Yeah,
In Asheville.
Or like, I think a lot of serious foodies are like that.
Well, I mean,
like
have
it.
you
I like
ever
ketchup.
have you ever seen how much sugar is in a bottle of ketchup?
That's why I love
I
it.
buy stuff. I buy stuff that doesn't have that. Doesn't got the fructose corn syrup.
That's why I love it.
It's terrible.
Yep. The only thing it's missing is MSG. Put some MSG in there, and I'm in fucking heaven.
There you go. So you're a proponent of high fructose corn syrup.
And my blood work is always perfect, so I can be.
I find it too sweet.
Your
Coca-Cola
blood work is high fructose corn syrup.
There you go.
Wait. First,
It
Mark
drips.
Flynn talking about hamburger without cheese is like kissing your sister. Then he says ketchup on a hot dog is a New England tradition. Then the other Mark Talent, comes in and says, "Who the fuck is that?" I don't know. This guy's new. He's auditioning.
So, just while we're on the topic of hot dogs, I would always come home and I would always make two, and I would do one dog with ketchup, mustard, relish, onions, and sriracha, and the other hot dog would be completely plain.
Really? You know what I would do? I would get bologna sandwiches, just bologna sandwiches and a glass of milk, and I'd dip it in milk.
Oh.
I love it.
When was the last time you've done that?
I haven't had bologna because I'm rich now, so I don't really eat bologna anymore.
Dude, you know what? I don't care if I was
beef now.
I wouldn't care if I had Jeff Bezos money. I would still eat bologna.
I don't know. My brother Colin fucking loves that shit. Like that is his staple. Loves fucking bologna, man. Yeah.
Or the Italian, the mortadella.
And then you get mocktail, dude, bro. Deviled ham. Like, so okay, let's have a little bit of discussion about deviled ham here.
Never had it.
Deviled ham is a poor man's tuna. That's all that shit is.
It's like spam.
It's fucking poor man's tuna.
It's worse than spam.
Jack, do you put mayonnaise in deviled ham or not? That's the question.
Oh God,
it's been so long, right?
Yeah.
You're talking about
ketchup in it.
You're talking about the Underwood deviled ham with the devil
Underwood
on
deviled ham. Yeah, not that they came up with different.
Can I ask just a general question? We
Yeah.
talk about music at all tonight?
I don't know. It's 4th of July talk. Let's move on. Okay, this is you make the call. You make the call. Okay, Jack, sausage or barbecue chicken? You're at a cookout, 4th of July. Sausage or barbecue chicken? Not fucking.
Most barbecues for me, it was both, but I would go sausage.
Sausage, Lou.
Same sausage.
You fucking guineas.
Amen.
Jesus Christ. Fucking barbecue chicken all day.
Yeah.
Dude, that is so
good.
racist.
It's
Yeah,
good.
I'm not politically correct, so you already knew this though. And Mark Flynn, you're all fucking wrong.
He didn't call us Dagos.
No. Okay, Jack, you make the call. Mac salad or mac and cheese? Mac salad.
Mac. I don't generally see mac and cheese at a barbecue on the 4th of July, but I would eat.
You're white. Because you're white. That's right. That's why.
I'm white. Oh my God.
You're white.
You're from a very white neighborhood too. When it snows, Jack and his neighbors all go out. No one can. They blend in with the snow. They're so white.
Oh my God.
You can only tell the difference in the colors of their gloves. They're white.
You're telling me that if I eat mac and cheese at a 4th of July barbecue, it's cultural appropriation?
No, it's just you go to these very white barbecues that we don't have mac and cheese at our barbecue.
We also don't have ketchup and hot dogs.
Dover white.
Oh my God. All right, yeah. Guys, I'm going to go watch the debate.
Why would you want to fucking put yourself through that, number one? I have no intention. But go watch it. All right, let me finish 5 songs. Let's do 5 songs.
Wait,
all right?
no, Southern barbecue. That's where I am. It's mac and cheese is all over it.
Yeah.
But
okay.
Look. Just for the record, I would take a good mac and cheese over pasta, or mac salad, whatever you call
pasta
it.
Salad, mac salad,
pasta salad any day.
Yeah.
Any day. By the way, most people don't know fucking how to make pasta salad.
No, you're right. You're right.
Too much mayonnaise.
Or it's too much fucking vinaigrette or whatever they put in it. And yeah, you're right. I give you that.
I put shrimp in
it.
it.
Hey, look, you guys are gonna love my pasta salad. It's my grandmother's recipe. It's got raisins and Captain Crunch in it.
Yeah.
And marshmallows.
It's the new trend. Yeah, Mark Talent says, "Love a good slaw." I love a good coleslaw. Absolutely.
I would take coleslaw over mac and cheese.
Good coleslaw. I am a coleslaw connoisseur. Yeah.
Also,
we grew up with good coleslaw, though, Jack. We grew up with some good coleslaw on our plates.
Yeah, we did.
All right, Jack. I'll let you go, but we got to go through. Let's do the music.
No. I'll stay a little bit longer.
All right, apple pie or blueberry pie?
Oh, Jack. That's a tough one. I love them both.
Yeah, buddy.
I love them both. I think I would go apple.
Apple pie. Lou?
Apple.
Gotta go blueberry, man.
Blueberry's never been a favorite of mine.
I love blueberry pie.
You fucking Italians are sticking together tonight.
Either of them has to be served warm, if not hot. Yes. With a good scoop of ice cream.
Absolutely.
I don't know. I don't need I like it out of the refrigerator. I don't have any problem with it. Hot is good. I'm not arguing. There's no wrong answers here. Mark Talent says muff pie.
Whoa now.
Muff pie, but it's got to be warm and it's got to have a scoop of ice cream.
Muff pie has to be warm. If it's cold, you're in the graveyard, buddy. You're in the morgue or you're in the graveyard. One or the other.
Dude, if you're eating cold muff pie, you're also putting ketchup on your hot dog.
All right, Jack, lemonade or iced tea?
Lemonade.
Lou?
Lemonade.
Iced tea. What the fucking
people? I never liked iced tea. I don't like sweet tea. Don't care about it.
All right, Jack. You make the call. Steak or barbecue ribs? You already cooked out.
It's a cookout.
4th of July.
What? Can I ask a qualifying question?
Yeah.
Who's cooking? Am I cooking?
Lou's cooking, so we both don't know. We can't really tell.
So. Oh, Lou's in the South, then I would have to go ribs.
Oh. Good choice, man. Good choice, man. I do them good.
I would have to go ribs.
Lou, what's your choice, Lou? Ribs or steak?
I'll take ribs.
Ribs?
But
ribs.
Scott, your question is flawed.
Oh, here we go. This I did not miss. I did not miss this.
Wait a minute. Look, steak. Oh. So are you talking filet? Are you talking, like Newbridge steak tips?
All right, we'll say fucking steak tips. But Lou doesn't know what steak tips are. So
yes, I do.
I don't know. Do you know what steak tips are in the sense of how we know them? Like it's a fucking thing on its own in Massachusetts and New England. It's its own.
You eat them on hot dog buns with ketchup?
Yeah, but by the way, the other qualifying thing is up here in New England, in terms of ribs, we have no fucking idea what we're doing.
This is true. Yeah.
We have no idea what we're doing. I don't care. You can talk about red bones in Somerville or any of the other places. We don't have a fucking clue what we're doing in terms of ribs up here.
Dave Phillips, King of the 45, says steak tips and swordfish tips. Ooh. What the fuck is swordfish tips? You cut it up into quarters and you fucking cook it? That's a tip? Get the fuck out of here.
Is there part of the swordfish?
Mark Flynn says teriyaki steak tips are the best. I like them kind of when they soak in that Italian dressing. That's not bad. All right, Jack, here we go. Music time. You make the call. Living in the USA or ROCK in the USA? 4th of July.
Man, I like them both. I would say ROCK in the USA because you have a recorder solo and it's a tribute to Harry Herodian.
There you go.
Okay.
Remember him?
No.
He was the music. He was the flute teacher at.
Oh, our guy, Harry. That's right.
Harry Herodian.
Yeah, the flute teacher, Harry. I heard the name. I'm like, and I'm trying to relate it to music. Like, where did I hear that? Like,
the recorder, Harry Herodian.
He was a Winthrop Public School legend. As we got older, we didn't appreciate him when we were younger. Now that we're going, he was the flute teacher. Every year, every class went through flutes and the plastic flute. Anyway, Lou, living in the USA or ROCK in the USA?
Cheeseburger.
Yeah.
Living in the USA.
Living in the USA.
I used to say, I love Sika in the USA. I love Sika in the USA.
Come back to the 80s.
C-O-C-K in the USA.
No, Sika. You know who Sika is?
C-O-C-K?
No, S-E-K-A. I love Sika in the USA.
Wasn't she Swedish?
Yeah, Sika stayed the
Adult
porn
actress.
legend. Porn legend. Not that I know these things.
She only needed one name.
Let me see. She only needed one name. All right, Jack, you
Harry
make the
Houdini.
call. Living in America or America by Neil Diamond? Living in America by James Brown or America by Neil Diamond?
I honestly don't like either of those songs
I don't either.
that much.
I don't
but
either.
I'm gonna go Neil Diamond this time.
Come
Okay.
to America.
Far, we were born to be far.
Did he make an Elvis-like video for that?
I think he did. Yeah.
Kind of Elvis. They wore like a
Yeah.
jumpsuit almost.
Lou, what do you got? Which one?
I'll take James Brown.
I got to go with James Brown.
I don't like that
I
song.
don't blame you guys.
I'm not
I don't
crazy
blame
about
you.
Because Neil Diamond is that one's too like, you know, when these singers go out of their way to be patriotic. Yeah, it's just like it's so
like
up
Lee
front in your
Greenwood.
face that it's like I like James Brown. I feel good.
Because I'm proud to be an American.
All right, Jack, this is going to bring back some memories, I guess, for Lou too. But make the call, Jack. You make the call. Kim Wilde, Kids in America, who was a fucking hottie.
Oh yeah.
Kim Wilde.
Exactly. Or Pink Houses.
Kim Wilde.
We're the Kids in America.
Both good songs.
We're the Kids in America, yeah.
Yeah.
Lou?
I'll take Kim Wilde.
I got to go with Kim Wilde, too. I got her
Yeah,
45 somewhere, and I came across it, and I was like,
Good song.
yeah, yep, she was fucking hot.
Yeah.
That was a good-looking woman right there.
And it's a good song.
Well-produced.
Whoa.
Well-produced song, yeah.
Catchy, too.
All right, Jack, you make the call. Surfing in the USA? Or Surfing USA? Or Take Me Home Country Road? Surfing USA or Take Me
Surfing
Home
USA
Country Road?
for me.
Lou?
John Denver.
I gotta go. And I put this together. This one's a tough one for me. I'll go. I just like the John Denver song. It brings back better memories. 70s, you know, junior high, great times. Summers were long, you know, and I was never into the. I like Surfing USA. I like the Beach Boys, but
They got
Take Me
sued
Home
for
Country
it.
Road just has more memories behind it, you know, and it's
Didn't
still a good song.
It's a good
Chuck
song,
Berry sued them for
Yeah, right.
that song.
That's right. That's right.
So
Chuck
his
Berry's the
name's
guy
on-
that
his
punked
name's on the
you,
songwriter.
Jack. Jack infamously got punked, which is an honor. I wish I could say that. I got punked by Chuck Berry. That's like
Pushed by his 75-year-old Chuck Berry.
punked me. Just
And
totally
proud
fucking
of it.
disrespected me, punked me, fucking shoved me. That's an honor. That's almost as good as having Bono's balls on the back of your neck.
I know you were on stage desperately trying to turn him around.
like an owl can turn your head around.
Imagine if somebody did that to try to spin him. And he's like, what the fuck?
Wait, stop.
Dude, you so desperately wanted to go. You too. Look at him.
All right, last one.
Jack, wait,
make the call.
how come Chuck Berry punked you? Did he take a picture of you in his bathroom in his
Tell the
restaurant?
story, Jack.
We've told the story many times, but
Tell it
I
again.
was just trying to show my admiration for him, and I won't bore you with the whole long story. I basically wanted to say, I said, Mr. Berry, I was like, I'm a
Where
big
were you?
fan.
Tell people where you were. Like how
I was in Northampton, Massachusetts. I had driven 3+ hours to go and see him, and I waited out. I actually left the show a little bit early, at the chance that I might be able to meet him, and hung out at the backstage
There you
door
go.
with my camera. There were two idiots in front of me that had Gibson guitars that they were hoping he would sign, and he wouldn't sign either of them. And he came to me, and I had my 35 millimeter camera, and I said, Mr. Berry, I've always been a fan of yours. Would you mind if I took a picture of you? And he said, you can take it, but I ain't posing for it. And he pushed me out of the way,
shit.
jumped in his car.
You didn't get a quick turnaround flash.
I get a blurry, like a hand.
But he touched you.
That's great. I would have that blown up. That would be at least an 1117 on my fucking wall. Just the story behind it is fucking great. All right, here we go. This is the big one. This is the big one, gentlemen. This is the last one of you make the call. And Jack, you can go waste your time on that debate. All right, Jack, you make the call. There's a lot riding on this.
Yeah, can we get to it? What the fuck?
The only thing I'm not doing is the fucking dramatic pause. Come on. You know, we got to build these things up, Jack.
Well, you know what?
And you delay it even more by doing what you're doing. See? You make it hard on everybody. You always do, Jack. It's always your fault.
I'm sorry, everybody.
Thanks for coming on the show and ruining it.
I'm doing my best. I'm out of practice. I haven't been on the
yeah, that's right. Damn right. Yeah. Okay, Jack, here you go. You make the call. America the Beautiful, America the Beautiful, or God Bless America. America the Beautiful, or God Bless America. Ooh.
I'm going to go with God Bless America.
Okay. All right. There's no wrong answers here.
No.
Lou?
America the Beautiful.
I have to go with, I think America the Beautiful is a better song. I just think it's a better song.
They're both really great.
They're anthemish, very anthemish, but
both of them are better than the Star Spangled Banner.
That's why I didn't put it in there. Star Spangled Banner, I've heard that song like a million times. Scott,
have you ever done research to find out, like, can you play clips of music on the show?
So I don't get in any trouble on the podcast platforms. It's always the YouTube thing. They don't give me a check, like they don't give me an X or whatever they call it. They just say copyright, and that portion of the video will be blocked out.
You can't even play like 20 seconds of it, or
I think there's a caveat. I think if you talk over it, you can claim it's for educational purposes. So if it's a music discussion show, we've done that. We've gotten blocked. YouTube took a show off or two.
Yeah.
But we're in that. If you play a clip, I think if you do 15 seconds or more than 15 seconds, you're in trouble. But if you talk over and kind of explain, you can get around that by saying it's for educational purposes.
Why? What are you looking for, Jack?
I would so badly love for you to be able to play. I don't know why. I was driving the other day and I heard this song, and I have to tell you that I think that there's an episode, or at least a portion of an episode, where we should talk about the worst guitar solos ever in a song. In the thing that prompted me, have you ever listened to the guitar solo of The Doors' "Love Her Madly"?
Amateur.
Sure, we have.
It's pretty amateur.
You know what? I love The Doors. I thought Robbie Krieger was a decent guitar player, but that guitar solo is horrendously bad. Can you go to the solo?
But if you listen to the drum beat, he's playing eighth notes on the cymbals just to keep the. That's a keyboard solo.
I know, Lou.
I think you've gone past it.
I think, yeah, maybe.
Keep going.
Well, the keyboard thing is coming up right now. Now's the keyboard.
Yeah, I think it's before that, Scott.
Well, this is only a minute into the song, so.
Well, how long is that song? It's not very long, is it?
2 minutes. 3 minutes. All
right, see if you can find it.
I think it's beyond this.
Okay.
Let's see. Should be coming up right after this, I think. I think it should be coming up right here.
Should we still be talking over this? So
let's kind of just see where it goes. I think this is it right here. We'll see. Here we go. 1, 2, 3.
Is that your bass player? That's the end. Oh,
Yeah, here it is. Here it is.
Yeah. It's just a little picking thing. Yeah, it's
really
like
it's
one
really
chord.
dinky.
He's just picking. Yeah. That is far from a guitar solo.
I listened to that. I was like, you know what? I don't know why I never picked up on it. I was like, but he was dead lazy on this. Dead lazy.
So what YouTube will do just now is they will block out the last 2 minutes of that. So, yeah. But that's a lazy guitar solo.
The point was proven.
While we're talking about the things that were subpar, I tried to get myself to listen to Van Halen 3. The Gary Sharon record.
Oh no! Why? Right?
I was like, you know what? I was trying to be optimistic. I was like, there's got to be something there, and you know what? There's not.
No.
I remember the first song that they released. It was unlistenable.
Yeah, that record is really, really bad.
Yeah.
Mark defends it on the ground. He calls it a Eddie Van Halen solo record, basically, but. He ain't singing on it like that.
No.
You know what? I actually like a couple of Extreme songs, and being from Boston, you want to pull for the local boys or whatnot. But I don't think Gary Sharon is a particularly good singer.
No, he's average at best, right?
I think he has limited range, and I think he forces it. He's too over the top.
Yeah. Hey, I'm going to give us the top 10 songs of the week of July 4th in 1976. That's a big 4th of July year. That was
the
bicentennial, right? So give me a song from 76, Jack or Lou. Let me see if you can. I know that's a pretty broad fucking question to ask, but
I don't know. Philadelphia Freedom.
It's not on here. No, let me see. Look at Marie Martin. I'm glad she came in. She goes, I thought you all wrapped it up early for the debate. Now, I'm not watching that fucking thing. I'm not going to fall into it. I'm not falling into any of that. I'm just not going to fall into any of it. All right, number 10 this week on July 4th, 1976. Number 10 is Fly, Robin, Fly. Who sang it, Jack? Fly, Robin, fly.
Shit.
Yep.
You're close.
Nope. Yep.
I can't remember.
Silver Convention. The Silver Convention. You were right there. You started with the. I know you knew it, but you just couldn't pull it out of your ass. Number 9 this week. Number 9 this week on July 4th, 1976. I Love Music Part 1. Lou, who sang it?
I Love Music. Is that the OJs?
There you go. All right. Number 8 this week in 1970. On the 4th of July in 1976. That's The Way I Like It. Casey and the Sunshine Band. That one's easy. Number 7 this week on the 4th of July in 1976.
So there's got to be a win by Sweet.
Huh? Sweet. Yep.
Yeah.
What do you say? There's got to be a what?
There's got to be a Paul McCartney and Wings in there somewhere, right?
I don't know. Let's do the top 10. All right, number 6 this week in 1976 on July 4th, 1976. Convoy, C.W. McCall.
C.W. McCall.
Yep. Number 5 this week on July 4th, 1976. Let's Do It Again. Who sang it, Jack?
Isaac Hayes. No, wait. Nope. Curtis Mayfield.
Nope. Lou?
I'm trying to recall the song.
Let's Do It Again.
I can't recall that.
The Staple Singers.
Oh, yeah.
Let's Do It Again.
All right.
I believe that was the theme song from the movie Let's Do It Again with Sidney Poitier and Bill Cosby. I believe that was it.
I want some Sleepy Jello.
Number 4 this week on July, not this week, number 4 on July 4th, 1976. Love Roller Coaster. Say what? Love the Ohio Players.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking love the Ohio Players. Very underrated in the funk world.
Roller coaster.
Yeah, that's right. And then those fucking idiots, those idiots Red Hot fucking Chili Peppers tried to. They did the remake.
They did a terrible job trying to cover
do terrible everything.
You're not a Chili Peppers fan at all?
No, I told you I went to see the Stones at the Rose Bowl for the Voodoo Lounge tour, and the Red Hot Chili Peppers backed them up at the Rose Bowl. I was like, I'm fucking staying in the fucking parking lot. I wouldn't go see them. Just don't like them. Don't like them.
You don't
I
like
just thought
any
they were
of their
overrated.
songs. Wait a minute. You don't like any of their songs at all? None of them?
I do like Scar Tissue with the things I saw, sunglasses to know it all. I like that song.
I used to like that.
Good setup, buddy. Good setup.
Oh my God.
Number 3 on July 4th.
Wait a minute. So wait a minute. It was their version of Love Roller Coaster was a bit of a disaster. But what about their version of Higher Ground?
Nope.
Oh, I love that version.
Yeah, I just don't like them. I just don't like this style. I think they're overrated. I think they were just they put on a great show. They put on a great act. They're very kind of odd looking in the way they present themselves and the whole stage show. I just don't think musically they're that fucking talented. All right, Flea is a great bass player, and
I think they're good musicians. Maybe just you don't like the combination of them. I guess.
No, I don't like the style. I just don't like this style. Walking down the street, and now if Anthony Kiedis wasn't the lead singer, and they had a fucking good lead singer, then it might be different. But I think he's a fucking clown. He's just a fucking clown. Tries to be this walking down the street, looking at my feet. What we're gonna do? I'm walking to the beach. Shut the fuck up. You know. It's just. I mean, I just don't like his. So again, if they had a different lead singer, I probably would look at them differently. But I think he fucks the whole band up. Flea is a brilliant bass player. You know, and the dude that did Talladega Nights is a great drummer. You know.
What about Under the Bridge? No appreciation for that song?
I liked it initially, and then I didn't. No, I like Scar Tissue. I like when he just
Breaking the Girl.
Yeah,
Lou, did you say Breaking the Girl?
I did. I think that's a good song.
That's an awesome song. I love that song.
I agree.
But
I'm not a fan, but I do like that one.
I'm not a huge fan. There are songs of theirs that I like. Like I like Breaking the Girl. I like Higher Ground. I like My Friends. You know, there's a couple of their songs, but there's a couple of their songs that I do not like. And as they get older, their songs tend to sound the same over and over again. You know, Scar Tissue, Californication. You know, that kind of mid-tempo thing that they do. It just doesn't do it for me.
That's what I mean, buddy. I just did. Now, when Give It Away broke, the video was great. You know, the song was unique. It was different for its time, and it really caught fire. But then you start hearing it over and over and over. Then you start hearing everything afterwards sounding like that. So let's get on to this. Number 3 on July 4th, 1976, Theme from Mahogany. Diana Ross. That's a good fucking song. That's still a good song.
Do you know?
Yeah, it's still a good song. It's one of those guilty pleasure songs. It's an absolute guilty pleasure song.
It's kind of like Ben by Michael Jackson's like that with me.
Well, that song, I only liked it when it first came out when I was a kid. Then I grew up. So
song about a rat.
Yeah. Number 2 on July 4th, 1976. I Write the Songs, Barry Manilow. Another guilty pleasure song. But I would listen to Theme from Mahogany before I listened to I Write the Songs.
Do you know who wrote that? Do you know who wrote that song?
It wasn't him.
It was Bruce Johnson of the Beach Boys.
Yeah, it wasn't him. And number 1, great song, our prom song for Nova, class of 81. Okay. What were you saying, Jack?
Nothing.
Oh, okay. I thought you were going to say something. Thought you were interrupting me again. So anyways, we're going to... number 1 on July 4th, 1976, the Bay City Rollers.
Oh, God.
Saturday Night. Yeah.
G-U-I-G-A-Y.
See, I thought that was more like 75, 74. Like, I didn't think that was up in 76.
Charlie, put on the Bay City Rollers. God.
All right. Well, you know what?
They were just glad to be there.
Yeah, just glad to be
Glad to be alive.
The Bay City Rollers were just glad to be there. Okay. Jack, do you have headphones on?
Jack's watching the debate.
No.
He's watching the debate.
No, I'm not.
I didn't think so. Fucking
I'm
coming
not
up
watching the
prepared.
debate, man.
You are.
Oh,
you
shut
can't
up.
help yourself. You love to
I'm not
torture
watching
yourself
the
with that
debate,
shit.
man. I'm not.
All
I
right,
ain't
you know what?
watching the
We're
debate.
coming up on 2 hours. Lou, there's a lot more we could have talked about, but I'm just going to kind of call this a 4th of July. And we would have been way ahead of time if Jack didn't come on. I'll just tell you that, Lou.
Can I ask Jack a question now?
Yeah. Ask away.
On 4th of Jack on 4th of July, about how many hot dogs do Americans eat on the 4th of July?
Oh my God, millions.
It isn't a million.
I would say,
it isn't a
Of
million.
course, naturally.
I would-
Come on, give us a number.
I would say 8.5 million.
Oh no, way
No,
way
way
more.
more.
I was
Way
close.
more.
I was close.
Scott was close.
Well, what was it? What was the number that
Scott
you
was
said,
up by
Scott?
30 million.
I said 120 million. And I'm not going to tell you if I was high or low.
I'm gonna say that it's around 100.
150 million.
150 million hot dogs get eaten
How many
in one
think?
day.
How many think have ketchup on them?
In one day.
I would say
150 million.
knowing
150
America,
million.
No, Scott. No,
Yep,
Scott.
yep. In one way or another, they have ketchup on them. One way or another.
No, they don't.
Yes, they do. Yes, they do. You can't tell me not. No, not until.
Do you like
so
mustard
Lou's
on a
gonna
hamburger?
Lou is gonna eat a hot dog on the 4th of July with nothing on it, just to say
I'll
it's
do it.
actually 149,999,999 with ketchup.
Now, relish, is it sweet relish or dill relish?
It's always got to be sweet.
sweet.
I
But
like
there is
dill.
also hot dog relish. That's a whole different relish. Hot dog relish is kind of a combination of mustard and relish. So there is, and then there's Piccadilly. Do you ever put Piccadilly on a hot dog?
No, I've not.
I
I've
like
not.
Piccadilly.
All right, I'm going to give you the fucking home run of condiments to put on a hot dog. Now, when I first was introduced to this, it was by...
Start paying attention, you guys. I'm buying Bob Mould tickets.
Cool.
The one thing, if you've never tried it, you have to try it on a hot dog. I'm telling you, my stepkids fucking fell in love with it. My kids fell in love with it. I fell in love with it.
Is it like chutney?
No.
Okay.
Pineapple jelly.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm telling you,
Christ.
nope. Don't doubt it. Do not doubt it. I'm
Hard not
telling
to.
you. Huh?
Hard not to doubt that.
That's what I thought until they were presented to us. My wife and my kids, our landlord, when we were living in Hollywood, which is a wonderful lady, Colombian lawyer. She had a beautiful house. She invited us. We were good tenants. We became friends. She invited us to go down to the pool. She had the whole thing. And she puts out this tray of hot dogs with the pineapple jelly on it. We just looked at each other like, oh, shit, we got to eat this. And we just, I was like, eat it. And we all took a bite, and it was like, this shit's good. Like, this shit's good. Don't sleep on it. It is.
And if you flatten that hot dog out with the pineapple, you just put it on the pizza.
I could do that too. But I'm telling you,
Wait
do
a
not
minute,
sleep on
Scott, you like
pineapple
pineapple?
jelly on a hot dog. I'm telling you, dude.
I would try just about anything.
I don't even know where to get pineapple jelly.
You get it in the jelly section, idiot.
I don't remember ever seeing
I don't recall saying
jelly.
pineapple.
Pineapple jelly. Don't tell me it's only in Florida. You can get it because you don't look for it. That's why you don't know it's there.
I don't know. I don't know about that.
You've never
I'll
looked
look
for it, so
I'll look
you
in the
don't know.
specialty section somewhere.
No, it was right there next to the jelly and the grape, the strawberry,
I don't
the
remember
apricot.
Schmucker's pineapple jelly.
With a name like Schmuckers.
Yeah. All right. Well, listen, I'm going to wrap this up. We're at 2 hours. I've had enough. I did 3 interviews in the last 3 days. So I've been fucking in front of a microphone a lot this week. Did 3 interviews. Jack,
So I can't believe you're wrapping this show up. You're getting lazy. You're getting lazy.
All right,
So
you want to put the cards on the table? You want to put the cards on the table, asshole? I saw you yawn, so I'm doing you a fucking favor. I watched you fucking yawn, and I'm like, Jack's tired. I know he works a long day.
It had nothing to do with it.
It had a lot to do with me saying, you know what? Let's wrap it up. We're coming up on 2 hours. I'm doing you a favor. I love you, buddy. I love you like a brother. I'm trying to do you a favor, and you and you dog me, you insult me, and I act like I don't see it, but you yawned on my show, and I fucking have to help you out and say we're gonna end this. And Jack's like, "Oh, you're a pussy." The fuck?
So you're trying to do you a favor. You're getting emotional. You're getting very emotional. I think you should calm down. Pour a glass of warm milk. Have a peanut butter and pineapple jelly sandwich.
Lou, when Jack's not on the show, do I ever get like really like fucking out of control like I am now? See what you do to me? You're a fucking trigger. You're a fucking trigger. That's what you are. You're a trigger in my life.
Did you just call me the T word?
I'm not watching the debate. By the way, I don't think Biden had to practice standing for 90 minutes. That was part of his warm-up for this fucking debate. This is true. He literally practiced standing for 90 minutes. So good luck, gentlemen. Good luck. Good luck.
Guys, good seeing you.
Jack, I love you, buddy. Thank you for coming on. You extended the show.
Happy 4th.
Well, no, you cut a lot of our
Where are you seeing Bob Mould?
out. What's that?
Where Jack? Where are you seeing Bob Mould?
He's playing at the 3S Art Space in Portsmouth, New Hampshire. It's literally 13 minutes from my house.
Excellent, cool.
Jack, you never got a chance to give us a rundown of the music that you said. There's been plenty of concerts and stuff going on. Give us a rundown of what you've been doing.
So you know what? You probably don't remember this band, but they were a big techno band in the early 80s called Miracle Legion. Have you heard of those guys?
No.
Worth checking out. I think that you'd actually like them. But then in addition to that, so that was last Thursday. We saw them at 3S in Portsmouth. But then Friday, Deb and I went up to Portland, and we saw Nation of Language for the second time. They were fantastic.
Second time, yeah. In a month. Second time in a month, right?
Second time in like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
But we're loaded in terms of concerts.
Money.
We're going.
Jack's loaded, by the way. Don't let him fool you. Go on. Don't let him fool you. Go on.
It's seltzer.
I'm poor. Trust me, I'm poor.
It's seltzer.
All right, go on. So you saw that. You saw them. Who else?
We've got tickets to the Foo Fighters. We're going to the Pretenders at MGM. We're going to Pearl Jam. We're going to Sigur Rós. We're going to the Kings of Leon. We're just loaded.
The Church played there last, I think Friday night. They played.
I wouldn't mind seeing the Church.
You would have loved them, dude. You really would have loved. They put on a great fucking show.
That's cool, man.
Yeah, they were there. Tal actually is the one that told me about it.
Well, you know, you didn't miss much on the Echo and the Bunnyman show. That was a tough show.
Good.
Really?
Good. I'm glad I didn't take the fucking trip up there. I had shit to do anyways, but
yeah.
All right. Yeah. That's a good
show.
save. That's
tough show.
All right. Why? They just drag it out. They just weren't on their game. They were raw. There was no what?
They're definitely showing their age. And Ian McCullough does not have a voice anymore at all. And I think he was pretty bummed, to be honest with you. He was not drinking salsa. So,
well, like I said, I'm glad I missed that fucking. I was ready to go, and I was all. Then I'm like, shit came up, and that was.
But that. every time that I say every time I say that I'm going to slow down and not buy any more tickets, like literally while we were just babbling, I bought my Bob Mould tickets. But how could I not? They were $45.
So isn't the pendulum starting to swing back the other way now? There's this big uprising about ticket prices, and people are starting to get sick of it. I read something. Well, I didn't read it. I saw a headline about this is the person responsible for all these giant ticket charges now, and there's a whole thing going on with that. I forget the name. It actually was on LinkedIn, so I saw it was one of those. They actually have a pretty good news selection.
And you can get a lot of hot women too.
Here we go. Lou's version of Plenty of Fish is LinkedIn. He only dates executives, though. Nothing below the executive level.
I don't say I date them. I approach them, but I don't say I date them.
He connects with them.
Yeah,
he connects with them.
It's all business.
Jack, are you on LinkedIn? Good.
Of course.
Jack, you have to be, right?
Of course I am. Yeah.
Hey, let's connect. Man.
Yeah, I'm definitely on LinkedIn.
You have to be with what you're doing. What? You got to be.
I know. I know.
The boring world of the insurance executive. Oh.
No. It's far from boring.
Oh, I know. But it's not as boring as Lou being the wine superhero. What was that whole costume that you had on with the...
That's a guy I work with. Yeah, because I got in that car accident. It was actually almost 2 years ago. So I remember saying, to do these deliveries, I want body armor. So he's been messing
AI to picture Lou.
He's been messing all his AI. So I said, Andy, come up with a uniform. I said, kind of like a stormtrooper thing. So I have an armored Metro
wine. Carrying a case of wine.
Lou, you were in a car accident?
I was in a really weird car accident. It was 2 years ago. And the main drag in Asheville, Merriman Avenue, runs down past, there's a hospital. It's on both sides of the road, Mission Hospital. I was doing delivery to a doctor on a side road. And as I came out onto the main road, I just got on the road. And I heard tires squealing. Some old Toyota comes flying down the road about 70 miles an hour. I brace for impact. It goes to my left, hits a car head on, slams into me. I almost flipped the van. I was on both sides of the road. I was almost in 2 head-on collisions. I got up, pulled, and then she backed up, hit another car, and then hit a telephone pole, knocked the telephone pole down, and took off.
The funny thing is, Lou had just delivered a case of wine to her 3 hours earlier. How ironic.
Well, I was wondering.
I love the fact that you were doing a wine delivery to a doctor.
Yeah, I know. I was wondering, does he go to work that day after having a bottle of wine? But it's weird. So she got away, and I mean, it was madness. And
they never caught her?
They never caught her. 2 days later, I was back. I could still drive the van, so it was messed up, though. So 2 days later, there's these 3 hotels. And I got to look at the woman, and I said, well, maybe she works at one of these hotels. It was kind of an old.
Why would you think that? And just out of curiosity, not being funny. Why?
I'm gonna be real honest. I said I kind of did a profiling thing, in a sense. She was Hispanic, about 40 years old. I said maybe she was rushing to get to work.
Right.
Well, and plus this section of Asheville, once it goes past the hospital, it's a quagmire. It's Biltmore Village. You can't go anywhere fast. So I said she couldn't have gone far. I thought maybe she worked at at one of the hotels there. So 2 days later, I'm back and there's a cluster of 3 hotels. I went to the furthest one. All the way in the back park, and I see this beat up white Toyota. The damage,
Lou.
The damage consistent with what happened. And I saw a child car seat in the back, and there's a pentagram hanging from the rearview mirror. So it was a devil worshiping mama.
Devil worshiping Latina mother.
I didn't like I said. I said, she looked. I said, well, maybe she works at the housekeeping staff. Maybe she was late for work or something. I don't know.
And the fucking police never like.
Well, I took pictures of the car and I called the police station. They said, we have to email these to the officer that responded on the scene. I did, and I didn't hear nothing. Nothing came back.
And you ruined her life, Lou. You ruined her life. She's back in Nicaragua now, fucking selling herself to the Nicaraguan fucking coke dealers.
I was picturing her just like maybe she could be late one more time. And then she just ran into the hotel, looking at her watch.
Yeah, not even caring about the car. And I'm going to park it as far back in the corner as I possibly can.
So that Sunday, I had a rehearsal there's a Sunday rehearsal for my Sunday morning gig, and all my chest muscles were all torn and just from ripping moving the van around.
Yeah.
So I went to play some of the drums and I screamed. So someone goes, "What's the matter?" I said, "I was in a car accident." And I said, "What happened?" I said, "Well," a car hit. She goes, "Did you get a look at it?" And I described. I said, "Yeah." I said, "Well, it was like a Hispanic woman about her early 40s." And she goes, "Well, maybe she had a fight with her husband," and walked away from me. I was like, that was pretty fucking cold.
But Lou went to play the drums and he went, "Ah! Ah!
I went, ow!
Ow! My chest! Oh!
And then I laid on the ground.
Oh, my muscles!
I laid on the ground.
My muscles is torn.
It's very important for a drummer to be able to use his arm.
My muscles is torn. Ah!
I jerked that wheel around like a stunt driver. What's that?
I said, I would imagine that must have been pretty goddamn painful.
Oh, my son had to wipe my ass for a couple of days.
All right.
How bad it was.
You know what, everybody? Thanks for
Louis,
listening.
Get used to
Dude,
this.
are you serious?
Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. If you like it, share it. If you didn't, thanks for watching. I'm not even going beyond that. Thanks for watching for 2 hours and 9 minutes. I really appreciate time. I love Jack. Thank you for coming on, buddy. It's a great surprise when you pop in. Lou, I will never look at you the same again. But as I say, and I'll say this with you, Jack. Thank you for your time. Thank you for your knowledge, and most of all, guys, thank you for your friendship. That's what means the most to me.
Can you imagine Lou saying that to his son?
I don't. Let's not go into. Don't.
Son, come in here. I need to see you.
I'm almost done.
Your shoes on.
I'm almost done. I'm almost done. If you like to share, like I always say, doing this show for you, to quote my favorite artist, Morrissey, the pleasure, the privilege is mine. We're off next week. We'll see you in 2 weeks. Goodbye.